say that the resignation of the IG was something that was taken quite well, because command responsibility starts with him. He had that responsibility of ensuring the orders that he gives his officers, they are going to be held responsible, and they must abide by Article 244. They must uphold constitutional principles, human rights as well. The law does not go into abeyance merely because there is a protest. Secondly, is the challenge that is there with regards to the police officers that have been seen, that have been identified shooting individuals. Those must be held accountable. In the president's statement, he talked about that government will be held accountable, compensation of victims. Let us see this happening. As the Law Society will be striving, and we have been calling people to join this, to attend Citizens Assembly. Give us your details. Call our toll-free line. We don't want to leave anyone behind, because the problem that happens in a situation like this in the country, once things starts coming down, you're left with your dead on your own. You're left with your injured on your own. You're struggling on your own. And so something as the Law Society we're trying to push is that let us not leave anyone behind. That people will now cover and placate and say we are moving on as a nation. But let's move on as a nation when we've had justice for these victims. We've had police being held accountable. And there has to be proper police reforms. The Maraga-led team looked at several reforms that ought to be implemented. What happened to that report? Has it been shared to members of the public? Can we interrogate and say what reforms need to be done? Just seeing from this last month, more than a month, what's been going on in the country. We need to see those police officers arrested. DCI needs to take their job seriously. It's not just a matter of saying of the quarry issue. They were able to get a suspect in a day and, be able to table the evidence. Why aren't they arresting and tabling the evidence? In fact, I was so sad when I saw the Director of Public Prosecutions coming to say we cannot arrest because there's no evidence. Demand the DCI to give you that information. You cannot tell me in this country the DCI cannot find who is the person who shot Rex.
That's right. Because they can find everyone in their home.
Yes.
We're going to get back into the music.